What I'm about to share with you is a method of thinking that only came from being sober for 2 years. 2 years, March 16th, it will be 3 years off not being physically addicted. I'm not really a dates guy. I'm not the type of person that, although March 16th, 2020 will be 2 years off of everything. And that this took, I mean, it's this method of thinking is still something that's growing in my mind, but it's something that I couldn't even have comprehend while I was in the process of sobering up. But I want you to think about what I'm about to share with you carefully. That, if the program works if you work it. God works in mysterious ways. And all these redundant things you will pull from 12-step programs and counselors and doctors and pamphlets and watching videos where it's just like all this crap coming out of people's mouths. And it's not real. They're not tools that you can apply to your life. Like it's not a method of thinking. Like nothing, the only thing that's working in these programs is connecting with people that have similar experiences, and that, but communicating with people is what allows you to create these tools. Well, I discovered something from being sober for 2 years. Doesn't do you any good learning this 2 years after being sober. So I'm trying to retroact this by sharing this with other people. While I was sobering up, I lumped goals. I'm trying to build a Lego castle of a fulfilling life. And that the very first piece is stop using drugs. And what I did, what was taught to me in 12-step programs and doctors and family, everybody said, do the first Lego. And that, like, if you want to get your house straightened out or fix your teeth or get back on the road or get your family back, if you want to get your health, like all these other things, I did not allow myself to work on because I didn't take care of that first Lego. And that and because I didn't work on all those other things, it made that first Lego more difficult. Stopping using drugs was more difficult because I didn't address my housing. Stop using drugs was more difficult because I didn't try to repair the damage I did to my family. And I would not allow myself to work on any of these other things because I didn't stop using drugs first. And it's this vicious circle where, because I'm not working on all these other things, it makes stopping using drugs more difficult. When in reality, if I started like trying to work with my bills, and I tried to work on my housing, and I tried to work on getting back on the road, and I tried to repair things with my family, it would have made getting sober easier. And that having all of these other things, like you're building this Lego castle of a fulfilling life, you're not allowing yourself to work on the fence or the roof or the this or the that because you're not taking care of that first Lego. Well, that first Lego is a lot easier to install if you've got parts of the other castle assembled. And then I never allowed myself to work on those other things until I got sober. And once you get, like, it's easier to get sober when you've worked on all your other issues, and you should not lump your goals. And that lumping your goals, I think, is just something the mind does. You got a dope sick mind, and you're trying to simplify this whole process while you're reeling in horrific emotions and like night sweats and the anxiety, the spike of adrenaline that would come in to my life when drugs were introduced to a conversation, or if money hit my pocket and I, for a nanosecond, compulsive nanosecond, like, I'm going to get high. I'm going to get high. And at that point, there was nothing I could have done. Other than blow my brains out, there was nothing I could have done. I was going to get high. That anxiety, that spike of compulsive behavior started to get easier. Like the spike of adrenaline wouldn't be like a kick to the groin when I started working on all these other things. I'm not lumping my goals where I'm not going to allow myself to take care. I'm not going to do this, that, and all these other things unless I sober up first. Don't lump your goals. There's a lot more to being sober than just stopping using drugs. Good luck.